Okay, good evening to you all on this gorgeous summer evening we can have here at RIT. What a great evening. I'm Patrick Talty. I'm the chair of the NRS Executive Committee. Thank you for joining us tonight as we are honoring two people who mean a great deal to RIT, as I believe they do to you all, both Klaus and Bridget Golden Fineg. Thank you. I need that. Klaus and Bridget are exceptional examples of RIT alumni who share a multi-point relationship with their alma mater that is extraordinarily beneficial to the university and has helped them to manage and grow a successful business venture at the same time. This evening, we have the opportunity to learn more about Klaus and Bridget and the impact that they have had to RIT. I'd like to begin by asking President Dessler to come forward and share some thoughts with you. Bill?
I'll just position my drink in the right place here. So thank you, Patrick. I really appreciate it. It's my pleasure to welcome all of you to a very special night at RIT. The NRS Summer Gala is our annual celebration of RIT's most valued supporters. And frankly, Klaus and Brigitte Goldenfennig fall in that category. In fact, they really stand out among our RIT family as exceptional alumni and friends of the university. The fact that Klaus is one of my bosses has nothing to do with the sincerity of my remarks. The Goldenfennig's impact at RIT has been immense. Their support, both financial and professional, is at the heart of our highly respected telecommunications engineering technology program in the College of Applied Science and Technology. They also have been loyal alumni supporters to the Saunders College of Business. They've offered financial gifts and equally valuable strategic advice, and as most of you know, Klaus sits on the Board of Trustees. The role they have chosen to take as advisors throughout RIT has been invaluable and brought real knowledge and experience about real-world applications of our technology to the university and to our faculty. Klaus and Bridget have a share of the credit, maybe more than most people think, for RIT's ascendance over the last 3 decades. And for that, we are truly grateful. Klaus and Bridget, on behalf of the RIT community, we are so grateful to have model alumni and friends who are committed to our mission, our students, and to making RIT better and better. Thank you for your continued support. Now, of course, student success is our primary focus, and the Goldenfennig's greatest impact in this area has been the kind of support they provided for our students. Klaus and Bridget have supported co-op positions, they've hired many of our graduates, established the REDCOM Laboratory Scholarship in Telecommunications Engineering Technology, and I think perhaps no one could speak more eloquently about how important their support has been than a REDCOM scholar. So it's my pleasure to introduce you to one of the outstanding students in that program, Annette Eckel. Annette, come on up.
Thank you, Mr. President, for including me in this ceremony. As earlier introduced, I am Annette Eckel, originally from Cameroon, that's in Central Africa. I came to the United States 10 years ago to study telecommunications. As most of you don't know, in Cameroon is the dream of every family to see at least one of their children succeeding in America or Europe. So my family did the ultimate sacrifice to send me here so I can adhere to better schools, have a better education, hopefully a better life, and in turn, help out the rest of the family. But 8 months after I came to the United States, I lost my father back home. But for financial reasons, I couldn't go back. Shortly after, I enrolled at Erie Community College in Buffalo, where I graduated with my associate in telecommunication technology. And then I moved to Rochester to pursue my bachelor's in telecommunications. But 2 weeks as RIT quarter started, I lost my mother back home. So that was devastating for me. I had to drop out of school and spend the remainder of the quarter. So when I came back the second quarter, I received a letter from the financial aid office saying that my financial aid has been discontinued. I didn't qualify anymore because I didn't meet the requirements. So I went and pleaded, I explained my situation. But at that time, I was told that there was nothing they could do. I asked if I could have more student loans, the maximum possible. And I was told they had given me the maximum, and yet it couldn't cover my entire tuition. So I was stuck. I didn't know what to do. Every day I had to go back home and cry myself to sleep. Then one day I attended a meeting hosted by the Dean of Studies, Dr. Fred Walker. He wanted to meet the students and talk about transitioning from quarters to semesters. During the meeting, people asked questions. He answered all the questions, and people made comments. But I had nothing to say. I was still new. So he approached me at the end of the meeting and asked, how come I'm so quiet? Don't I have something to say? And I told him it's my first year. I know nothing yet. I'm just trying to learn what my challenges might be in the future. So he said, oh, your first year, huh? So how do you like it at RIT so far? And I said, so far it's been a struggle for me. Not so good. So as I was talking, struggling with words, my eyes were watery, and he was like, it feels like you have a lot to say. How about we meet in my office? So he set up a meeting that I honored, and that day I opened up to him, and right away he said, I think there is something RIT can do for you. Let me make some phone calls. The next days, I was called by the head of department, and my name was included in the list of people who can receive scholarships. And the financial aid office told me to write a letter of appeal to the Board of Trustees, which I did. And shortly after, I received the RIT scholarship. And since then, my life at RIT has been better, brighter. I had that smile back. And I've been involved in so many activities in school, like joining the Society of Women Engineers, being an active member of the Women in Technology, and I did several co-ops. I'm currently co-oping with Harris Corporation. And it's been better for me in the United States. So I would like to give back to the society when I graduate, which will happen next year, with a master's in telecommunications technology. So I initially had hoped to go back home and help out my country, build their communication systems. But since I became a proud citizen of the United States, I intend to pay back my student loans and help out how I can in the United States. So thank you very much, first, for introducing me in this ceremony. And I would like to thank Dr. Fred Walker, which I'm not seeing in the crowd, for opening those doors that led me to the RIT scholarship. And thank you very much to the Geldon Phoenix for your financial support. That helped me stay at RIT. Without that, I would have dropped out of school. So thank you for making my RIT experience exceptional. Thanks.
Thank you, Annette. Wow, what a story. Really amazing story. And I think it just reinforces what a privilege it is for all of us who work in higher education to have an opportunity to affect positively the lives of young people from so many different backgrounds and so many different circumstances, and watch them develop and hopefully we're going to just glory in your successes as you move out from RIT. So thanks so much. As you might imagine, there are many, many people in the RIT family who have benefited from Klaus and Brigitte's involvement, and many who would have liked to have been here to speak about how important that help and advisement has been. A few of them we got together and created a little video, okay, that captures, I think, some of the sentiments the RIT family has for the Golden Phoenix. So let's roll the video, as they say. The NRS Award is one of the highest honors that RIT can bestow upon a member of its family. It's been given to very few members of the RIT family in the many years of RIT's existence, in part because the standards for the award are so high. We expect a real dedication, commitment, and support on the part of recipients to RIT and its development. The 2014 recipients of the NRS Award, Klaus and Brigitte Guldenfennig, are in fact wonderful examples of the kind of members of the RIT family which we choose to honor with this award.
They are, in many ways, the complete alumni. They attend meetings, they sit on committees, they provide feedback to the university, they give their personal resources, both of time and of financial wherewithal. They attract alumni from RIT to work in their company. It's a big deal, and as a result, they simply become role models for other alumni.
Klaus and Brigitte have been extremely involved in the telecommunications program really since its inception. The telecom program was created in the late 80s, and Klaus was really instrumental in the creation of the program. When you work with Klaus and Brigitte, you really work with the whole Redcom family. So they've come together and really helped create our telecommunications program and really provide a vision for us, not only for the near future, but well into the future because of their understanding of the telecommunications industry.
Klaus and Brigitte, as alumni of the Saunders College of Business, bring a very special value to us. Our alumni are our most critical advisors. They're the most knowledgeable people regarding the mission of our college and what we are trying to attempt. And their continued involvement is invaluable to us.
Since my parents are both RIT alumni, they want to nurture the university that has given them so much in terms of the tools and the foundation for the building of their careers.
The fact that the Guldenfennig support scholarships for qualified students increases the likelihood that the best and brightest will attend RIT, and they are our future. So to allow students who otherwise might not be able to attend RIT is of the highest importance and the highest value to us.
They've also been very involved in hiring our students. So Redcom has hired numerous students for both cooperative education experiences and permanent employment. And that's a huge asset to have a company like Redcom who is really looking to hire our students. It gives them a great career opportunity coming right out of college.
I mean, these two people, in my humble opinion, are absolutely extraordinary in terms of what they've given to RIT.
I want to personally thank you for all you have done and continue to do for the Saunders College of Business.
Your gifts, your guidance, and your vision have been incredibly important to our success, and what you've done for our program will continue to reward students well into the future. So thank you for everything.
You guys did good.
You are wonderful role models, and this is a wonderful thing. Congratulations.
Klaus and Brigitte, I want to thank you so much for your personal friendship to me during my tenure as president of RIT. But more importantly, I want to thank you for all you've done for RIT. In many ways, you represent the best that RIT has to offer. You're alums, you've been involved on the board of trustees, and as major contributors towards the start of new programs, and in support of all of RIT's growth and stature over the last few years. Thanks so much for all you've done for our community, and congratulations. they got everything right but the color of my hair, you know. Klaus and Brigitte, I'd ask you to come up and join me here at the podium. And grab your glasses, everybody.
Yeah. Oh, my is over there.
Well, you can go get it.
Yeah.
We'll be patient. All right, we have it. Okay, all right, here we go.
All right. Jason is to the rescue. Thank you.
Klaus and Brigitte, the NRS Award is given to you, as we do each year, because you have contributed so vitally to the overall advancement of RIT at the highest level. Endowed through a generous gift of Mr. and Mrs. Marcus and Barber, charter members of NRS, this award has been given to outstanding supporters of RIT for over 40 years. Tonight, you join a list of people who form the foundation of RIT's excellence, and I really mean that. So if everybody would raise their glass and join me in a toast to the Golden Fennec family, and especially Klaus and Brigitte. Thank you for your steadfast support of RIT and for the immeasurable help you've provided me and the leadership of this university over the years. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.
Oh. We're really grateful for your friendship, your support, and your dedication to RIT. I should take a sip, shouldn't I? They never made one that had a notch for my nose, is the problem. The award is actually quite heavy, you know. One of the requirements is to bench press this 20 times. Anyway, it's obviously a piece of the craftsman's art from our School for Art and Crafts. It's beautiful. So we're supposed to get some photos. We have a photographer who wants to get some photos, and then we're going to ask for, oh, there you are. Okay, so let's stand up here, and we'll get our photos taken. You got it? All right. Later on? Oh, okay, we don't have to do it.
Yeah.
All right, so
Right there?
I'm afraid the time has come for you to say a few
I
words.
think he is a leader, and he has.
All right, all right.
We have a certain sequence and things.
Well, I don't know. That is tough to beat. Anyway, dear NRS committee and members, university staff, and faculty, and Dr. Dessler, friends and colleagues, family. Dina? What happened? See?
That's a normal.
We're already starting off the right path. Well, you know, in the universe, it doesn't matter what's up and what's down. You know, just think about it. It's just a matter where you put your foot, where you angle it. We are truly honored and humbled to receive this prestigious recognition with this year's Rochester Nathaniel Society Award. And of course, we ask, why us? I didn't see this before. But anyway, I'm sure there are many others which may be more worthy than we are. You just didn't look long enough. But we're very flattered. When we started our business venture in the late 70s, we catered to a perceived opportunity, saw a lot of risks, but also saw great potential for success in the future. Only, I can't even read my own handwriting, see?
It's typed.
Oh, okay. All right, not that part. I added something in, just I wanted you to know, the only thing we had was pencil and paper. So how do you, no, I have something, pencil and paper. So whatever you make out of that one. Was the help and advice from friends, business associates, RIT professors like Herb Mussine, some of you might remember him, Dr. Eugene Fram, he's very well remembered still, and Dr. Romy, I don't know if he's here, no, John, helped with advice and so on, and sound technical and business education from RIT. It became overnight success, some 30 years in the making. You know, some things take time. And you can imagine with Bridget on my side, there was no room to have any slack in meeting the challenges. And we're still married. A lot of credit and recognition, of course, also goes to our co-workers. And it's only fair that we share the results of our success with the community at large, and RIT in particular, and help to advance through education the chances of other young people like Annette to achieve their dreams and contribute in some way to the betterment of society and education at the local level. I want to particularly thank the group which did the graphic presentation on the invitation with the file picture, which I also saw here, which actually rejuvenates us. That may be a new program we should do at RIT. I know it's Photoshop, but this one was pretty good. Now, I had to run quickly down to the barber shop to cut off some of that gray hair to match somehow the picture. We'll see how that works in real life. Thank you again for the recognition and award. It means a lot to us. And appropriately, Bridget will have the last word.
Yeah, right, dear. He forgot to mention that he has a built-in wife filter in his ear. He still does what he wants to do. Okay? But joke aside, when we heard about the award, our joint reaction was, what? Why us? We didn't do anything. Well, you think we did, and I'm still amazed that what we did naturally is recognized as something special. A lot of people are doing so much more for RIT and the community at large than the two of us. Just as an example, Dr. Dessler and Dr. Johnson recent donation to the City Scholar Fund, which I think was absolutely amazing. And I read up on, getting curious, on some of the conditions you put on. I like that. Don't make it easy. Don't make it easy. We are extremely thrilled to receive this wonderful award and thank the selection committee and Dr. Dessler, the NRS members, and RIT in general. We are speechless about it, really, literally. I also would like to thank my very early mentors who encouraged me to go to school, learn a profession. That's my then boyfriend, Klaus, and his parents, who made me go. It shows just how a bit of nudging in the right direction is needed to help a very young person to get out of a rut. I knew I didn't want to end up in a dead-end job, and I knew I didn't want to stay poor forever. I just did not know how to. So school did a great deal for that. The scholarships of NRS and the mentoring mentality of the whole college can do just that. Nudge a person in the right direction. Help them a little bit with encouragement, financial aid, whatever is needed. The first thing for me after we started our business was going back to school. And I have to admit, it was a pleasure. My first professors, Dr. Tassoni and Dr. Stevenson, made learning fun, mostly easy, usable, alive, and very interactive. I wasn't used to that from Europe. We had strict lectures, and you had to stay awake during them. It was hard. It was hard. That is all many, many years ago, and we have been involved with RIT and NRS ever since. We have tried to nudge as best as we could by sharing results of our success and to give young people the chance to succeed and prosper. And from the bottom of our hearts, thank you again. We appreciate it.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Well, I want to thank all of you for coming and joining this lovely, more or less kind of private invitation ceremony we arranged this time, because we wanted to make sure we had an opportunity for Klaus and Brigitte's family and friends, including representatives from Redcom and others, to join us here and share this special moment with us. And now I invite all of you to join what I think will be a growing number of other NRS members downstairs on the first level of the Wallace Center for the rest of the evening's activities. Though that will include, of course, food, beverages of malignant and benign nature, even dancing. And we have a beautiful evening for it. And so please take this opportunity while you're here to thank Klaus and Brigitte for their wonderful contributions and their support. And please enjoy the rest of the evening.